Yes, thank you for, you're just restating your position. I know you think that.
Yes, but the thing is, we believe the scriptures that was directly sent to them without corruption. So when we speak about the Bible,
Yeah, and do you have actual evidence of that? Do you have actual evidence? That's just an assertion.
Right? It's not an assertion, it's a confirmation, because the Quran confirms that it was corrupted. And
The Quran confirms it by asserting it. So you think an assertion is a confirmation. That's how silly you are.
No, that's what you believe.
What's up, man? What's on your mind?
Yeah, I'm good. So basically, in regards of the question you asked Islam, right?
Uh-huh.
So basically, I've realized some things, right? You bring up people here, right, who aren't, respectfully, have a really good knowledge about Islam.
Yeah, right. All I ever do is only debate ignorant people. So I've never debated any top Muslim scholars, have I?
So why is it that you do that? I feel like you're doing it purposely. So if I bring you actually a sheikh, right?
I've already debated sheikh.
I'll bring you a sheikh who's actually a scholar.
Right. So Sheikh Azra Rashid's not a scholar.
Who studied comparative.
So you're not going to listen to. You're not going to listen. You're just going to talk past me.
Go ahead.
Is Sheikh Azra Rashid not a scholar?
I do not know who that is.
Okay. Well, I've got all of my Muslim debates with the top Muslim apologists and scholars on my website. Is that okay?
Have you debated Muhammad? Not Muhammad Hijra, but Sheikh Uthman. Have you debated Sheikh, Sheikh Hamzi, and all those other sheikhs who are actually top scholars?
The only sheikh I've debated is Azra Rashid because he's the only one willing to do it. I've debated Hikikachu. I've debated Shabir Ali, Nazam Ghafoor, the Dawa people. I mean...
Okay, so
I know it's never the real Muslim scholar. You understand that in 6 years of how many times I've heard this?
I've never said they're not. I do not know them. So basically, probably.
But I haven't debated the real. This is the no true scholar fallacy here, right? The no true Muslim scholar here.
Okay, but what if I bring you actually a sheikh who actually would be able to talk to on Spaces and debunk whatever
you know how many times we've opened up Spaces for probably 300 times in 6 years.
Is it actually the first time I hear about you? So look, I'll jump.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Next time you do a space.
Guess what? They're open all the time. You could tell them to come right now.
I do not know. He's in the UK right now, so I'll DM him. But next time you're going to run up a space, I'm going to organize it. I'm going to let him know that you're on, and then he'll jump in. His name is Dr. Hamzi, so you'll be able to identify him. That's if he's willing to do it. So I'm not going to put words into his mouth. Now, in regards of the question, right, that you asked Islam real quick. So your question doesn't make sense. Why would you go back to the 7th century? You should go back to like right now, right? Because we said that the word Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala,
so
the Quran is the word.
So it doesn't make sense because you can't. So you're not even. Can you restate what the argument is? I don't debate anyone that can't restate the hypothetical. And you said it doesn't make sense. How does it not make sense as a hypothetical?
If you were in the 7th century, right, and you were a Christian man and a Jewish man, how would you confirm that the Quran? Why would the Quran confirm the previous books, right? Scriptures, which is the Torah and the Injil, right?
That's not what the argument is. How would it confirm it? It's the fact that the Quran says you can confirm this new revelation with the prior.
Yes, and that is before their corruption. So whatever the Torah was.
So wait a minute. So when was it corrupted?
The Bible was sent to Jesus. The Injil was.
Do you understand? This is your ignorance. So you don't understand that we have copies of the New Testament and the Torah that predate the Quran still existing today?
Still has some passages missing. Still has some.
So you're not going to address you're not addressing the point. So you also don't understand the hypothetical.
It is still corrupted.
Where is the argument? Did you not hear what I just said?
The claim comes to today as well, because back to
they literally can't understand a hypothetical. I feel sorry for you guys that it's that difficult for you to understand a hypothetical.
So the reason why the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Quran was revealed to him, it was the final message, right? Because the other books,
That's just stating your position. I know what your position is.
We're corrupted, right?
Where is the argument? Does the Quran say it's corrupted?
Absolutely.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. How
okay.
You see? So here's the stupidity of this argument. If the Quran says I can go check it against the previous texts, how can I do that if the texts are corrupted? And you just said the corruption happens later. You just refuted yourself.
Okay, let me. Can I give you some references or?
Did you not hear what I just said? It's like you don't even hear the argument.
You just told me that in the Quran it doesn't say it. Can I give you some references or?
I know what passages are going to, and the passages talk about them twisting it with their tongues. But I'm making a different point that the other passages say to check it against the existing passages, which you just said you could do because you said after the revelation of the Quran they were corrupted. That's what you said 2 minutes ago. Did you not?
After the revelation of the Bible and the Torah, it was corrupted. Yes.
So then how can I check the Quran against the prior revelation?
Why is it
Then how can I check the Quran against the prior revelation?
Pardon?
Then how can I check the Quran against the prior revelation?
Because we all know that the Bible was corrupt. And
No, we don't. That's your argument.
And the Quran clearly states, right, that the books.
This is how slow you people are. How can I check it if it's corrupted?
Read the Quran.
How? That's a circle. You don't understand a circular argument?
Okay, so if it's a circle argument, then you're falling into it as well.
No, I'm not. I'm pointing out how dumb your position is. And you guys fall into this every time. You check the Quran against the prior revelation of the Bible, but the Bible's corrupted, and so you follow it where it talks about the Quran.
Okay. Can you go read the Quran?
The text, it doesn't say the Bible's corrupted. And by the way, if it does, then the Quran contradicts itself because it says to check it against the prior revelation. That's why the hypothetical is, what other thing would we go to check it other than the existing Jewish and Christian texts?
Okay, can I just give you the references?
No, I already know the references. We covered in a 6-hour live stream the other day. I already know all the references. It doesn't say that the Bible's corrupted. It says they twisted it with their tongues.
All right, so this part here. But because of their breach of their covenant, we cursed them and made their hearts grow hard. And they changed
I know the passage.
From their right places. And
this is talking about a faction of the Jews. It does not say.
Them, nor wilt those
you're just repeating the Dyer script. We all know these dumb arguments, and they've been responded. Okay, so you're not going to address. You're not going to address it. You understand that if the text is corrupted, then the Quran fails on its own grounds because it says you can check it with corrupted text, and that's a circular argument.
Well, there's many passages. You won't allow me to talk about.
We've already gone through all these passages endless times. This is hundreds of times I've opened this up and dealt with Muslims making these types of arguments.
If you're not willing for me to actually,
we already know these passages.
Because you're interpreting.
We already know the passages. So how am I going to check?
You're agreeing with me that in the Quran multiple times it says that the Bible was corrupted.
No, it doesn't say that. I'm saying that even if it does say that, it's a defeater for the Quran because how else could I check the Quran with prior revelation?
Because it's words. Okay. First and foremost,
do you understand the argument? Do you understand the argument?
All hearing and all seeing, right? He knows what's in the past. He knows what's.
So this is not an argument. This is not an argument. This is not. You're just stating me. You're telling me what God's attributes are. Is not an argument.
When God, right, revealed the Quran,
no Muslim can deal with this. This is why they collapse.
When the Quran, you're interrupting me, like.
Because you're not addressing the argument. You're just filibustering and talking about all His attributes. It has nothing to do with this argument.
Let me finish.
If the Bible is corrupted. How is that? How can I check the Quran against the prior revelation?
Well, let me finish.
You're not arguing. You're just filibustering.
No, I'm not. I'm actually. You're not even allowing me to finish.
Because you're filibustering. I don't let people just ramble with fallacies and nonsense. You're already talking about something not relevant. Allah's attributes. What does that have to do with this point?
Let me finish. Let me finish my statement. So he revealed the Quran because we believe that the Quran is God's word.
Spitting out your position is not an argument.
He would reveal that, right, what happened in the past from the time of Adam till the time.
You can't even grasp this argument. How do I check? If the Bible's corrupted, then I can't check the Quran, can I? because the text I'm referencing is corrupted.
Well,
You don't
yes,
see this?
because the Quran is the last and final message.
But you don't see the circle here? Because you just told me to check the Quran against the Bible.
So instead of like
Logic is haram, isn't
we
it?
can prove that the Bible has been corrupted. We can prove that the Torah.
It doesn't matter. Look, you can't understand the hypothetical? Even if I admit the Bible's corrupted, it's a defeater for Islam. You don't see this?
Well, because it was we believe in the Torah and the Injil, right? The Torah that was revealed to Moses and the Injil that was revealed to.
Yes, thank you for you're just restating your position. I know you think that.
Yes, but the thing is, we believe the scriptures that was directly sent to them without corruption. So when we speak about the Bible,
Yeah, and do you have actual evidence of that? Do you have actual evidence? That's just an assertion.
Right. It's not an assertion. It's a confirmation because the Quran confirms that it was corrupted, and
The Quran confirms it by asserting it. So you think an assertion is a confirmation? That's how silly you are.
No, that's what you believe.
You just told me to check the Quran. Okay, so this is done. He can't even. All they do is yap. They can't actually make an argument. The argument was, how do I check it against the prior revelation if the prior revelation is corrupt? It's very simple. But it is corrupt. I know. But Allah is all-knowing. Yeah, I know you think that. None of that is addressing the argument. Like, they get so emotional, they can't even restate the hypothetical. And once they start realizing where the hypothetical might be going, they immediately spurg out. Did you notice that? They all do this.